It is another WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. We're tracking additional rounds of strong storms toward the region.
Police say he burned a home and then tried to profit off the stolen goods. We will hear from the surprised pawn shop owner ahead.
We are learning more about a Somerset couple killed after police say they were hit by a train.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. Showers and storms continue across the bluegrass this afternoon, and some of those storms had the potential of being strong.
And with all the rain we've had lately, any storms could cause some flash flooding. That's why we've declared a First Alert Severe Weather Day. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. We're going to keep that First Alert Severe Weather Day rolling right on into Thursday as well as we get additional rounds of thunderstorms to head our way. The one that'll get our attention middle and latter part of the evening is beginning to really crank up here across parts of Illinois. Thunderstorms out ahead of that beginning to develop as well. Whatever is out there will dive toward the southeast over the next 5 to 6 hours. So as we go toward the Owensboro area, that threat is higher than, let's say, what we have across central and eastern Kentucky and toward the Louisville metro area. Across central and eastern Kentucky as of now, very little is out there. Far cry from this same point yesterday. A little spotty shower and thunderstorm action taking shape from parts of Vanceburg, Lewis County, on top of Moorhead, a couple of drops, and into Sandy Hook, into Elliott County. Bluegrass region, we've been trying our very best to fire up a light shower or thunderstorm, not having a whole lot of success as of now. The lift, or the rising air, the really rising air, is off to our west right now. That's what you need to get some of those thunderstorms to go up. But boy, oh boy, it is a warm afternoon, has a summer look and a feel to it. And that's a good thing if you're out right now, but it may be a bad thing later this evening into the overnight as we have a juicy environment. 80 degrees right now, but with a 60% humidity, it actually feels a little warmer, into the low 80s right now, guys. Gusty southwesterly winds, warm, muggy conditions, a front nearing the area. Look out, rounds of strong thunderstorms back in the Bluegrass State later tonight and tomorrow. Hour by hour, we'll track them in a few.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. It will take days for people in western Kentucky to clean up the damage caused by what the National Weather Service says was an EF3 tornado.
At least 10 people were injured by the severe storms in Graves County last night. The tornado that touched down near Mayfield was caught on camera. We'll have more on that tornado and all the damage on WKYT News coming up shortly at 5 o'clock. There's also a lot of damage today in Breckinridge County near Elizabethtown. The severe weather brought flash flooding in some areas with high winds and nickel-sized hail in others. A barn was blown apart, leaving boards stuck in the ground like giant toothpicks. And the weather did force at least one school system to close today. Wolfe County schools are closed because of power outages and dangerous roads. The emergency management director there says trees fell on a few homes and roads in Campton. Today, the National Weather Service plans to survey the damage in Taylor, Russell, Adair, and Casey counties. We'll have more on their report on WKYT News at 5. A man arrested in connection with a string of arsons across central Kentucky made his first appearance in court today.
Police say John Roth tried to sell stolen items to a pawn shop that were taken after a Madison County fire. And we're just finding out he has been convicted of a similar crime in the past. WKYT's Caitlin Settner is in Nicholasville with the latest on the case.
A sale at a pawn shop landed a Nicholasville man behind bars. Police say they arrested the 38-year-old after he sold items from a burned Madison County home.
And we've learned this isn't his first run-in with police. Roth was convicted of arson in Jefferson County back in 2014. His most recent arrest comes after police say he pawned some items stolen from the scene of a burglary and fire earlier this week in Madison County. Owner of Sam's Golden Pawn in Nicholasville didn't think the transaction was suspicious until police called him Tuesday morning, asking him to hold some items. It's a system police have with the pawn shop.
When I submit the report, it's just a description of what I took in. And then they come up and look at it to try to identify it. Yesterday, I believe the victims came with them to identify it, and that's how they identified what it was.
It took multiple police agencies to track down Roth and a 17-year-old. Police say the pair is responsible for breaking into and setting fire to at least 6 homes in 5 different counties.
Roth pleaded not guilty to charges of receiving stolen property during video arraignment in Jessamine County Court. We're told additional charges could be coming. In Jessamine County, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
And Roth is expected back in court Monday afternoon. A husband and wife walking on a section of railroad in southern Kentucky were killed after they were hit by a train.
It happened last night in Somerset. Our Phil Pendleton talked to police about what they are calling a growing problem.
It happened about 7 o'clock last night. Police tell me that the couple was walking along the track, something that they say a lot of people do here in this community. But police also say that it's something that many times has resulted in tragedy. Police say since 2008, there's been at least 3 other cases of pedestrians being hit by trains, and in every case, the person has died. Police say the accident happened on the westbound track as a train was heading northbound, with both of the victims on the westbound track when the collision occurred. But Captain Shannon Smith says witnesses told them that the woman actually moved from the eastbound to the westbound track in the direction of the train after the train blew its whistle.
One of the misconceptions is that in a double line railway system like is at West Columbia, that the train will stay on the right side if they're going north and the right side if they're going south, which is certainly not the case. Chelsea Phelps was pronounced dead here at the scene. Her husband, Daryl, passed away at the hospital. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say it is illegal to walk on railroad tracks. It is considered private property of the railroad company.
Investigators believe a 9-year-old Tennessee girl allegedly taken from school by an uncle may be in serious danger. 57-year-old Gary Simpson is an uncle by marriage to Carly Trent. Authorities say they have received no credible sightings of Carly, Simpson, or the vehicle Simpson was reportedly driving. Her father, James Trent, says he doesn't think Gary will hurt Carly, but worries that what will happen once she's home.
It'd be a great moment, but then again, it's going to be a scary moment because I'm just wondering, how's she going to be? Is she going to be as happy as she was? Is she going to be scared to death of everybody? Will she even want to come back and even be around this place down here where, you know, Gary was? That's, you know, that's what I worry about, is that she just won't be the same.
A kidnapping warrant has been issued for Simpson. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said Simpson shopped at Walmart before the incident. Among the items he bought were child-sized pants and a nightgown, a girl's swimsuit and underwear, lipstick, nail polish, and a child's camping chair. London's new Muslim mayor is slamming presumptive Republican nominee Donald Trump, saying he has an ignorant view of Islam.
Mark Phillips reports.
Sadiq Khan not only won the election for London's mayor, he won by the biggest margin any mayor has ever had. Donald Trump was inevitably asked if he would be banned, like all the rest of the world's Muslims. There will always be exceptions, Trump told the New York Times. Sadiq Khan has now told Donald Trump what to do with his exceptions.
I think Donald Trump has ignorant views about Islam. It's not just about me. I don't want to be the exception to be allowed to go to America.
And this has now become a tale of 2 cities. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo hopped the train to London to congratulate its new mayor. What did she think of Donald Trump's ban all Muslims proposition? Not much.
Mr. Trump is so stupid, my God.
Not just stupid, but wrong.
You can be a Muslim and you can be European.
Yes.
You can be a Parisian mayor and a London mayor and work closely together.
And by the way, he also breaks with tradition, Khan does, by entering into the U.S. presidential race, saying that in a potential contest between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, he not only supports Hillary Clinton, he hopes she trounces him. Mark Phillips, CBS News, London.
Now back here in the Bluegrass, Hillary Clinton could seal the Democratic nomination with a win in Kentucky. Her husband, former President Bill Clinton, is returning to the Commonwealth to campaign on her behalf. He will make 3 stops around the state tomorrow, starting in Owensboro before going to Frankfort at 2:30 and wrapping up the day with a rally at Prestonsburg Elementary tomorrow night. Kentucky's primary is Tuesday.
The host of the Invictus Games, Prince Harry, surprises some of the winners with an international greeting. That's ahead.
Have you met your perfect match? We'll help you find yours with a free foundation check at Merle Norman, the foundation experts. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Your gift with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
Can you help me figure out what to plant in my front yard to help our curb appeal?
Sorry, I just started working here last week, so I'm not sure. Hey, can you help her find some plants?
Sorry, kid. I work in the plumbing department.
Can you help me figure out what to plant to help our curb appeal?
Piece of cake. First, you need a few dwarf boxwoods over there. Supplement those with a crate. Take your curb appeal to the next level. At King's Gardens, we share your passion for plants.
When you're in pain, nothing matters more than finding relief. Our strategy at the Pain Treatment Center of the Bluegrass is to provide an aggressive, cost-effective, multidisciplinary approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve your quality of life. As the largest freestanding pain treatment facility in the Bluegrass, we provide extended care through our affiliated Joint Commission accredited surgery center, in-house imaging suite and lab, and our behavioral medicine specialists who address the emotional and psychological aspects of pain. Call for an appointment.
Hi folks, I'm Rodney Chancey, owner of the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, formerly Chrysler on Nicholasville. We're under new ownership with a whole new attitude. So right now, get 25% off of MSRP on all the new remaining 2015s in stock. That's 25% off of MSRP on every new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in stock. During the Drive and Discover event, new 2016 Jeep Cherokees are only $199 a month. Come to Big M Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram today. I promise you'll be glad you did.
Chippy Nash Homes is known for the beautiful community of Patch and Wilkes in the Reserve at Greenbrier, an estate community in the midst of beautiful horse farms with luscious green space. And we're excited about Andover Club Villas, luxury country club living at its best, and our first ever Jessamine County exclusive community, the Oaks at Cave Springs, soon to be one of Central Kentucky's most stunning neighborhoods. All of our homes in all 4 communities feature Anderson Windows and Doors, the most trusted name in windows and doors.
Your dream home starts here with us. We have something for everyone.
So come and see us.
Have you met your perfect match? We'll help you find yours with a free foundation check at Merle Norman, the foundation experts. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Your gift with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
We continue with the WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. We're focusing on Illinois and soon to become Indiana for severe thunderstorms here that will try to work their way toward the Bluegrass State later this evening. Roughly latter part of the evening into central Kentucky could get that line on into our part of the world. Numerous counties under severe thunderstorm warnings, even a tornado warning out on the leading edge of that particular line that again is going to roll its way initially toward the east, and then as it gets into southern Indiana, will start to take on a more of a southeasterly track. It's still well to the west of central and eastern Kentucky, so let's go about our evening plans. Most of the daylight hours will be dry where you live. A good evening. It's hazy out there. It has a summer look and a summer feel to the air, doesn't it? That's not a good thing when you have a front this close by and an active weather pattern. Spotty shower thunderstorm trying to go up this afternoon, early part of the evening, not having very much success at all. So any shower thunderstorm that is out ahead of that main line, not going to really impact too many folks. It would be spotty in nature. Now, once we get that line in here, the potential is there for some hail and high winds. Ground is soaked. We picked up better than 2 inches of rain yesterday into last night into the Lexington area. Other parts of central and eastern Kentucky picked up greater than 2 or 3 inches of rain. So we got to watch for the possibility of some flooding. Tornado threat, typically it's always lower than every other threat, and that's the case certainly as we go through the evening. Watch our timeline. 7, 8 o'clock, spotty stuff will try to go up. Here comes that line of thunderstorms racing across Louisville, and by the time we go into the latter part of the evening, it is trying to make its way all the way through central and eastern Kentucky with some additional action following that up into the first part of tomorrow. So here is a little breakdown. Rounds of thunderstorms will continue over the next few days. Severe weather threat comes at us in waves. We have that threat coming up later this evening. Then again tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening ahead of a strong cold front. Very heavy rainfall. We've had a ton of rain. We just talked about that. Look at what the models are spitting out through tomorrow night. So you're talking about a little over roughly 36 hours worth of rain here. And the models are saying, hey, we've got the potential for another 1, 2, or even local 3-inch amounts coming up tonight through tomorrow night. Ground is saturated, can't hold a lot more. Creeks and streams that have been on the rise over the past few days are going down now. They could quickly come back up at us over the next few days. Severe weather threat this evening. Greatest risk is for the area that is highlighted in the orange out here. That's the newly placed enhanced risk area, if you will. They kind of put that intermediate between a moderate and a slight risk last year, Storm Prediction Center did. So that's a step up from the slight risk area. But the strongest thunderstorms right now may be on the northern edge of that enhanced risk, taking on more of an easterly trek as of now. Parts of central and western sections of the area have the greatest threat for some stronger severe storms coming up as we go through the evening. Farther to the northeast, your instability is much lower than what your counterparts and your neighbors to the west are seeing. Tomorrow, it's not going to be all day. You'll have some hazy sun, 80 to 85, before any storms go up late into the afternoon and evening. Friday, pick day of the next week. Looks really good. 70 to 75 degrees, some sunshine. How about a shower or thunderstorm Saturday morning and a high Saturday afternoon at 60? How about 35 degrees Sunday morning? How about 39 Monday morning? Maybe a kiss of frost possibility. And then early next week, back to storms and 80.
Whew. Boy, I have a 5K Saturday morning, not looking so
there's
May-ish.
Yeah, I'll be out. I'll be at one as well. It's going to be a little chilly. It's going to be a little windy during that time and the chance for a shower.
As long as the wind is at your back on those.
Get the wind pushing.
There you go.
Good time there.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about in Woodford County today with a preview of Woodford Theater's production of Hairspray. We'll have more when we return here on WKYT.
My dad always said God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen twice as much as you talk if you want to get things done. I moved my office from the top floor to the first floor when I was elected mayor to hear people's ideas. I took their ideas and cut waste, turned a deficit into a surplus, and helped create thousands of jobs. I'm Jim Gray, and I approve this message because both parties have good ideas. It just takes someone to listen.
It has been the one constant theme of this season. Just when you think you're safe, or just when you fear you're not, something changes.
Tonight, just 2 episodes remain.
It just happened again.
It's another Survivor shocker. New episode, CBS Tonight, or stream it live or on demand.
You depend on your cell phone for everything from phone calls to checking the weather. But how reliable is it when your life is in danger?
911, where's your emergency?
WKYT investigates what happens when 911 dispatchers can't trace where your cell phone call is coming from. And worse yet, you don't know where you are either.
How 911 operators are dealing with a growing problem when minutes can matter between life and death. The 911 cell phone disconnect. Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
The favorite thing that I like about shopping at Critchfield Meats is the quality and the selection of their meats. Anything that I'm looking for, they will have, and they've just been outstanding in every facet of the way they do business.
Enjoy 0% financing on every Tempur-Pedic on Memorial Day and every day at every Sleep Outfitters. Find Tempur-Pedic queen sets for just $34 a month. Buy now and make it an adjustable for the same monthly payment. Read, relax, watch TV, all from the comfort of your Tempur-Pedic adjustable bed. With 0% financing for 5 years and 16 models available. For immediate delivery, get your Tempur-Pedic during the Memorial Day sale at Sleep Outfitters.
All summer long, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now that Speedway's grown throughout the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast, nobody has a handle on your summer fun better than Speedway. From the sunny shores of Florida to New York City, from the Carolinas to the New England coast, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And with your Speedway app, there's always a Speedway nearby and a chance to win prizes with every visit on your trip.
We're on your way to the convenience stores of Speedway.
Now, a 32-ounce Speedy Freezer fountain drink's just 89 cents.
Welcome to Carpet One. Visit our tile and stone gallery and explore all the options available for your next kitchen or bathroom project. Our showroom is filled with hardwood, laminate, and engineered vinyl. Let us help you find the perfect floor. Come see us.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on News Radio 630 WLAP.
It is the winner of numerous awards, including 8 Tonys, and now you can watch Hairspray right here in the Bluegrass.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with a sneak peek at the Woodford Theater. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys, from Woodford Theater, where they are set to put on a fabulous production of Hairspray. Good news is you can check it out not only this weekend, but next weekend as well. Vanessa is with us. She's the director of Hairspray. I love that you guys have all local talent here.
Yes, we do. We have local talent of various ages, starting all the way from age 13 up to age 57. We have a lot of UK college students and Woodford high school students, as well as students from Lexington as well.
That is fantastic. And I told you when we walked in, our photographer Darnell goes, man, this is just such a hidden gem. For someone who hasn't ever been to the Woodford Theater, you've got to come check it out because it is a beautiful place. A fantastic place, too, to see a production of Hairspray. Now, what are we about to see?
We're about to see Tracy once again. She's in jail, and she's missing her man, Link. She has been arrested at a protest trying to integrate the television station. And this is a reprise of the opening number called Good Morning Baltimore.
Take it away, Tracy.
Oh, I'm all alone. My heart has grown, but it's broken too. This morning life was a Baltimore fairy tale. Now I can't make bail. My mother's in shock, my father's in huck. I much prefer Link's arms to jailhouse cells. So please, Link, rescue me now, 'cause I love you and this prison smells. Link, hear the bells and get ready, Baltimore. There's a bright
Woodford Theater's production of Hairspray kicking off on Friday. There's a matinee on Saturday as well, running through Sunday. Not just this weekend, but next weekend too. And you better get your tickets in advance. You can get those at woodfordtheater.com. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
A lot of talent there.
Yeah.
Well, U.S. is hosting its first Invictus Games in Orlando, Florida, with more than 500 competitors from 15 nations competing in these events.
The competition is an opportunity for wounded service members to show their strength. Jennifer Schubel is an Army vet who suffered a brain injury in 1999 during training. She won 2 gold medals in cycling. She says there's a special royal bonus when you win at the Invictus Games.
He's a prince. Yeah. I mean, how many women get to get kissed on the podium by Prince Harry?
That's pretty awesome. He established the Paralympic Games to help soldiers recover from both their physical and emotional wounds. The games run through tomorrow.
There he is. Even moms in the wild will go to great lengths to protect their little ones. The steps this goose took to get help for her baby coming up.
We're cleaning out and clearing out. But PRAD Spring Clearance Event ends Tuesday. Save up to half off. 0 interest till 2018 with no money down. Savings as good as up to 3 times the state sales tax break. Ends Tuesday.
Nobody beats PRADS.
If you have arthritic knee pain that's stopping you from enjoying life, this new information about osteo relief could be for you. Specially trained local doctors are now using advanced medical science to finally make headway for people suffering from knee arthritis pain. It may even be for those who suffer from bone on bone and are considering knee replacement surgery. Are you one of the millions of Americans who have difficulty with simple everyday tasks, rising from a chair, walking, climbing stairs without using the handrail? If so, the Osteo Relief method utilizes cutting-edge video motion imaging. With this imaging, these doctors can precisely guide an FDA-approved cushioning gel to relieve pain and help heal your knees. This innovative procedure is covered by Medicare and most major insurance if you qualify. And you'll be walking out in as little as 15 minutes. For a limited time, these specially trained doctors are offering a risk-free screening. Call to schedule your knee relief screening today.
Here's a fun way to control your luck. It's a game called Keno. You can start with $1. You pick your numbers, your odds, and your wager. And the winnings, well, they could be major. Just pick your numbers and hope you win. A few minutes later, you can play it again. Now play Keno wherever Kentucky Lottery games are sold.
Do you play the TV too loudly? Are you having difficulty listening? Well, I used to, but not anymore.
We're seeking 100 people with problems hearing to take part in the 10-day challenge, evaluating a new revolutionary high-tech hearing device the size of a pencil eraser.
Appointments will go fast. Call the number below to try the Miniscopic Hearing Solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
What story do you want your furniture to tell? Sunday dinners or birthday parties?
The big game!
Sleepovers with Grandma?
An afternoon nap!
Start making your memories at Perry's American Furniture Gallery, 1176 Industry Road.
P-Rat's spring clearance event is back. And this Mocha sofa is just $5.99. Plus, get the matching love seat free. 32-inch LED TV, $199. Plus, savings as good as up to 3 times the state sales tax rate.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
Walked out of the house to come into work this afternoon and you just knew there was probably going to be stormy maybe later. A lot of humidity, just muggy out there. Felt more like summer.
It does. And Chris, those temperatures, that humidity, I've listened to you enough to know that that's not the best combination this time of year.
It isn't. And guys, you have that summer feel going on out there, so you just, as Amber said, you kind of know something is going to give. Nothing out there right now outside of a spotty shower or thunderstorm. Yes, you can have a shower or thunderstorm at any point over the next few hours, but it would be rather isolated in nature until this line of storms that is across Illinois works its way across southern Indiana and toward the Bluegrass State. That could arrive middle to latter part of the evening. Right now, the greatest threat for severe weather is across southern Illinois and Indiana. Let's get a check on traffic now and see how the roads are looking across the Lexington Metro. Getting a little busy. Here's Officer Don.
Couple of collisions working right now, Chris. We have one at Manawar and Sir Barton. That is a non-entry crash, and also police are cleaning one up inbound Nicholasville Road to Cherokee. That has the inbound lane blocked near Central Baptist Hospital, so that's no fun there. That's the only lane really we have available this time of day. Drive times to Nicholasville, 12 to 15 minutes. Right now, across the Clays Ferry Bridge to Richmond, Madison County, normal traffic flow. Now back to the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. An epic prom photo bomb. No bull and a goose hails some help. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
2 Colorado teenagers were dressed to the nines for their high school prom, but they chose an unusual backdrop for their photo. We do not recommend this. A raging tornado. The prom was delayed about 45 minutes due to the weather, but it was not canceled. A series of tornadoes swept through Colorado over the weekend. Storm chasers reported that this tornado traveled for about 10 miles on the ground. There were some minor injuries reported.
Police dash cam video caught a bull leading police on a slow speed chase for an hour in Arlington, Texas. The bull was calm and not harming anyone. Officers eventually steered him away from traffic. It was a rancher nearby who eventually rounded him up. Maybe he was just out for a stroll.
Yeah, looks like he knows what he's doing there. Police up in Cincinnati came to the rescue of a feathered family in trouble. Sergeant James Givens says he was parked near a creek when a mother goose started pecking on his cruiser door. So eventually she walked away but kept looking back, so he followed her. Sergeant Givens says the goose led him right over to her baby. It was tangled up in some string that was tied to a Mother's Day balloon. Givens and Specialist Celia Sharon couldn't get any help to come out, so they took matters into their own hands.
Well, she has a couple kids of her own, and I guess that motherly instinct must have kicked in because, like, they communicated. The mother goose didn't bother her or anything. And so Specialist Sharon came and untangled it. You know, it took her a while because it was all wrapped up.
Sharon was able to free the gosling. After the rescue, the mom and her baby joined the rest of the family for a swim in the creek. How smart.
Yeah.
How smart.
Yeah, the instinct all the way around there on both sides.
And good for the police for helping out.
Help out all the way. Now, here's what we're working on for you today at 5 o'clock.